can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, cause we don't know how.
Hey, cuties. I do need to grab some water. Let me play that one more again, and we're going to get started. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit the like button for me.
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why,
All right, guys. I just be over here singing that little song, Love, 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 that version. Oh, I could have had a better picture of Kimmi. I'll update that after the live. But happy Monday to you guys. Happy Monday. Girlfriend Chronicles say that Negro is crazy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Martell Holt is still harassing Melody Cherie. Still. We're going to get into that. And then I was gonna save my Kimmi stuff for tomorrow, but I may as well do it today. I will go ahead and admit to you guys, the holiday blues is upon me. Those of you in the Cutie crew, you guys know what Wednesday is, anniversary of my mom's passing. So yeah, it's like my emotions are everywhere, from angry to everything. But we'll discuss that at another time. But thank you guys so much. Shout out to the mods in the chat. I see the legend of the mods, Linda Gamble. I see my sis, Pink Diva, also known as Pink Table Topics. You guys make sure to meet us tomorrow over by Pink Table Topics at 6:30 Central. I need it, sis. I don't know if I'm gonna be up on that panel, child. Because again, I'm going through it, but I'll be there for sure. Queen Common Sense, my shout out, sis. What it do, Queen Common Sense? How are ya? How are you, sis? Sis, I was checking out your video. It had to have been yesterday. I gotta finish it. Keep up the great work, Chi-Town sis. Okay, guys, I'm scrolling. Shout out to the Cutie crew. Bravo, Girlfriend Chronicles, Betty McWilliams, Teresa Wright, Tawana, Lady Sweetness, Justin. Let's see. I'm scrolling because I want to go ahead and get into this. Daughter of Israel, Patricia, Mrs. Boss Chick, Sammy. Hey, Sammy. Sammy, don't forget to let us know if you want to order something during Mel's Black Friday and Thanksgiving Day sale. Shoot me. If you're able to view but not purchase, take a screenshot of what you want and DM me, and we'll get that done for you. SNG is here. Shout out to everybody. We're going to go ahead and get right on into this thing. I want to say, first of all, shout out to a couple people. Melody Cherie fan page sent me a DM about Urban Bell magazine's article on Martell Holt. And then also shout out to my little sis Trending. I peeped in over by Trending, and she updated what she did, I believe, last week when it comes to that motion that was put in to revoke Martell's bond. But this is crazy. I'm mad as hell. I'm going to go ahead and go over the documents first. And I hate to think this way. We talk about this all the time. What are they waiting for to lock this nigga up? What are they waiting for? He revoking. He doing this. He harassing. He calling her. Why you meet with the DA? All this type of bullshit. What are they waiting for? Lock his ass up. I'm over it. I've been trying to pinch the one bottle I have, and it's done. Of what, Sammy? Let me know, chat. Girl, if you don't DM me and tell me what you want, so I can get it on over there to you, please do. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon is the 98th like. Aunt Debbie is here. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Let's go ahead and get into this shit. I will say I will not be looking at the chat. Mods, if you guys see anything that's out of pocket, you guys know what to do. I've been on one. And then this shit here added to that. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So I am going to start first. Let me go and just play a tad bit of this. Even though he's not headed for it, self-destruction, he's already arrived, been there, done that 2-3 goddamn times. Like, seriously, self-destruction. I'm gonna pause that. I know YouTube probably gonna make me take that out. But yeah, he's not headed there. He's there. And it is absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to read you guys. There's no contact order when it comes to Holt. And then what I'm going to do after that, I'm just going to put a search in. over there on Urban Bell. And come on, StreamYard, stop playing with me. This ain't nothing but the devil. Overlays, stuck, everything. Hold on, guys. Because I promise you, while I'm off after tomorrow. I'm getting me another streaming service. But okay, I see myself moving. So as long as if there's any interruption at any point, Pink Diva or Debbie, if you guys can shoot me a text. But so far it looks like we're good. But I'm gonna read the article that was posted on Urban Bell. And then, as I mentioned, I'm gonna do a quick search over there. I just want you guys to see the number of negative articles just on that one site that's written about Martell Holt. So shout out to Urban Bell. They do such a good job, especially when it comes to the Love and Marriage Huntsville content. This is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act of 1976, and it is allowed for fair use. And I put it up here. It's still not up here. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, okay. Well, it's at the bottom. I'm not going through all of this. It is at the bottom, and it just will not come up on my screen. It may be on you all, so I don't know. Let me open up my phone as well. And I want to make sure it's not on the screen because I want you guys to see this article. So hold on. Okay, it is on my screen on my phone, but not on the computer. Okay, so let me unhighlight that. Ooh, child, StreamYard, for real. Hold on, guys. I have to get it off because you guys won't be able to see. Let me see if I click something else. Yeah. Okay. I have to get this copyright disclaimer off. So let me see what I can do, guys. Let me open up another window. It's the devil because I'm like, is it my computer or is it StreamYard? Guys, I am back. Yeah, StreamYard kicked me out again. So the copyright disclaimer was up there long enough, and I'm gonna go ahead and share this article, and we're gonna read this, and then I'm gonna give my commentary on it. So let's see. Here we go. And then Kimmi, baby, Kimmi, I should be back. Sound check, LaDawn. Put a 1 in the chat for me, LaDawn. If you guys can hear me, you guys should be able to hear me again now. Please put a 1 in the chat before I get started. This is the last night I'm going to experience this. Thank you, Teresa, with StreamYard. Okay, thank you. Okay. Kimmi sat down with Carlos. I was going to hold that too. No, we're going to go and discuss that tonight as well. It is amazing. Just wait till I get into the details. But anyway, shout out to Urban Bell. And here is their article 2 hours ago. Martell Holt violates no contact order ahead of, domestic violence conviction appeal. Excuse me, guys. As crazy as that sound, I'm going to go ahead and read that one more again. This fool, Martell Holt, violates his no contact order ahead of what he appealed. So this is dangerous. Before I even get into this article, it shows, number one, how he's just not mentally there. And I'm not going to say I've been said that, been known that. You appeal a conviction and you violate that shit before you can even get back to court, which I believe is this coming Monday, next Monday. But I'll talk about a little more of him in a minute. Let's go ahead and read it. Ciao. Let's go ahead and read it. Maybe it is the computer, just a reason for me to shop, child. But it says Martell Holt is back in legal hot water as his harassing communications appeal hearing approaches. This past Friday, which was November 22nd, an Alabama judge heard a motion from the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney to revoke his bond order. The district attorney is sick of his ass. So in documents obtained by Urban Bell, the judge issued a no contact order regarding Martell's contact with Melody. Martell could only contact Melody regarding their ongoing custody battle. Now, I'm going to object, Your Honor. Martell shouldn't even be able to contact Mel about their ongoing custody battle. He shouldn't be able to contact her, period. But that's what they got. Despite this ruling, the Huntsville, Alabama DA detailed in the motion that Martell or Martell's associates continuously contacted Melody about matters outside of their divorce agreement. Man, I am so sick of this. When I tell you guys I was going off reading this goddamn article, and I just so happened to look down and see LaDawn, your comments. I am back. I am back. I am back. I will start over. Please put a 1 in the chat. I'm back. I'm back. Anybody? Can you hear me? Trouble. Can you hear me, Irene? Baby, I was going off. Do you hear me? We'll start over, though. We'll start over. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, how can I do this? Okay. I have, hold on, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do a whole new setup. Even though this is not my computer, this is StreamYard. But let's share this again. Let's share it again. You guys, 6 more of you, thank you so much. Hit the like button. And let's see if it's going to have to read it. Let's see. I keep doing it. Baby, I was going off. So it looks like, unfortunately, is it loading, child? We'll give it a second. My apologies. Pink Diva can't say nothing about no iPhone or no MacBook because this is a HP computer. It's not loading. If it comes up, baby, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh, child, is it Mercury retrograde? What the hell going on? Put a 1 in the chat. I am now on StreamYard through Google Chrome. I see myself moving. It doesn't look as strong as I would like it, but okay. God damn. I'm ready to throw everything out the window, but that's okay. We're going to get into this. So, we'll go ahead and try it from Google Chrome. And let's see, hopefully it'll let me share from Google Chrome as well. I will turn my volume up on my phone just a tad bit, just in case I can't hear my damn self. Let's see. All right. So let me share this. Let's see if it's on the screen. Okay. All right, Queen Common Sense, I see you. Yeah, that gave me issues before, but okay, so I see it and we're going to talk about it. I hear myself a little bit too. So yeah, let me start over. First of all, again, shout out to Urban Belle Magazine. I'm going to show you guys just how thorough they are when it comes to all things love and marriage Huntsville. But let me read this. It says Martell Holt violates no contact order ahead of domestic violence conviction appeal. Where they do that at? You compel the appeal the judgment, the conviction, and your ass go out there and violate it again. Is this not unhinged to you guys? Is this not crazy? But let's get into it. It says Martell Holt is back in legal hot water as his harassing communications appeals hearing approaches. Past Friday, an Alabama judge heard a motion from the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney to revoke his bond order. So that was the 22nd. In documents obtained by Urban Belle, the judge issued a no contact order regarding Martell's contact with Melody. Martell could only contact Melody regarding their ongoing custody battle. That's something that I disagree with. He shouldn't be able to contact her for shit. But anyway, despite this ruling, the Huntsville, Alabama DA detailed in the motion that Martell or Martell's associates, who are the associates, guys? Now, I don't know if you guys heard me the first time, but one of them for sure is Ariane Curry. One of them is definitely Ariane Curry. He uses her to do his dirty work, posting Jason and his wife and all of that. But this says associates, plural, meaning more than one. But they detailed in the motion that Martell or his associates continuously contacted Melody about matters outside of their divorce agreement. The DA even includes an instance where Martell demanded to know why Melody met with the DA. Irene, correct, allegedly, could be, for sure. We're going to talk about that for sure in a minute. It could be any of them. Proud Mimi said Marlene. Mary Willis said coleslaw. It could be all of them. All of the above. But he demanded to know why Mel met with the DA. Now, my immediate question is, how the hell did you know? How did you know that she met with the DA? Was he following her? Had to be, in my opinion. Got somebody watching her? That's crazy to me. And again, this is after this man appealed a conviction and he's proven to them he's still up to the same shit. But it said the victim met with the undersigned, so the victim is male, met with the undersigned on this date to discuss our upcoming trial. After the victim left my office, this is the DA talking. Defendant contacted her demanding to know why she was here. The victim feels threatened and in fear for her safety now that she is possibly being watched by the defendant or someone close to the defendant. Very scary, Keisha. I'm going to read that again, and I'm not going to stop. The victim, Melody Cherie Rogers, met with the undersigned on this date to discuss our upcoming trial. After the victim, Melody Cherie Rogers, left my office, defendant Martell Holt contacted her demanding to know why she was there. Now, first of all, he shouldn't be contacting her, period. Second of all, how do you know that she was there? The victim, Melody Cherie Rogers, feels threatened and in fear for her safety now that she is possibly being watched by defendant Martell Holt or someone close to Martell Holt. As a result, the DA sought to amend Martell's bond agreement to have no contact with Melody whatsoever. If you're going to amend the bond, revoke the bond and lock his ass up. This is over and over again. This is scary. This is not a joke. Anyway, a judge agreed with this sentiment and issued this order. The new order issued by the judge will supersede the ongoing custody case. Martell cannot contact Melody directly or indirectly whatsoever, meaning period, point blank, under no circumstances, for no reason. Now, not even about your goddamn kids. But everybody else want to brush this under the rug. And I'm gonna get into Kimmi in a minute. When it comes to what's in relation to this. But anyway, it says recently the judge presiding over Martell and Melody's custody struck multiple elements of an order Martell filed seeking to hold Melody under contempt of court. It's the audacity for me. This included allegations that Melody was having inappropriate contact with her security guard in her home, blah, blah, blah. After this was struck from the court, these allegations were mentioned on various social media outlets. As a result, hold on, guys. Come on now. Okay, maybe that's it. Ooh, child. Okay. No. Hold on. I think that is it. So after this was struck from the court, these allegations were mentioned on various social media outlets, meaning what Martell, tried to say about Jason and all of that. He has to know somebody at the courthouse. But look, when it comes to this, it's no joke. Let me stop sharing this. I'm not used to sharing from Google Chrome, but we are here. This is scary. And they want to make it appear that people are overly invested and paranoid and all of that. And I have said time and time again, do people watch TV? Do people watch the news? Do people watch all these different shows and all of that? Martell is exhibiting all the traits of a straight up psychopath. But guess who can still talk about his ass in a loving manner? Carlos. Guess who still funds his activity? Carlos. Because as long as he's employed and he can sit on a park bench with Destiny, and they both can sit there and obsess with Destiny, you're not doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire. Carlos, first of all, Martell shouldn't be on the show, period. He should have been let go. He was convicted. So you don't say, okay, you was convicted. Oh, but you appealing? Okay, you can stay on. We'll wait and see what happens. What are y'all waiting for him to do? But if and since Carlos has him on this show, I would think Carlos would have common sense enough to strike anything that you're going to say about Mel. You can't talk about it. You can't, but no, he can't do that because he don't have a storyline. If he's not talking about Mel. Looking back on him and Destiny after learning this today, looking back on that scene with them, that's disturbing. That's disturbing. Because they both, again, in my opinion, are obsessed. They both see things from that's not reality. Destiny set her ass right there and lied and tried to say it in a negative way, but it was a lie. She was being so nice to me. Now, first of all, if Mel was being nice to her and I said she was being cordial, let's make the best of this trip and then take your crazy ass home. But if she was being nice to you, is that wrong? I would like her cuckoo homegirl, Dion, to answer that. If she was being nice to her, is that wrong? So they sat there and fed off of each other's energy, the both of them. I'm not going to put this on the screen, but shout out to Trending. Let me read the actual motion to revoke bond. And I'm going to have to look this up because revoking bond to me, like I said, lock his ass up. And instead of a 30-day suspension, go ahead and sentence his ass to a year. I don't even have to be at the court next week to know that whatever happens after this trial that Martell wanted, he's still going to get a slap on the wrist. Watch. But the motion says, motion to revoke bond comes now, the city of Huntsville, by and I'm going to put this up there. Let me put his crazy ass up there while I'm reading this, guys. Hold on. All right, let me go back to this. comes now the city of Huntsville by and through its assistant city attorney and respectfully moves this honorable court to amend the bond of the defendant stated above, Martell Holt. In support of said motion, the movement states as follows. 1. On May 2nd, 2024, defendant stipulated to the facts outlined in the above styled case. Defendant was found to be guilty of harassing communications. Number 2, defendant was sentenced to probation and to have no contact with the victim, Melody Cherie Rogers, except as outlined in their divorce agreement. It goes on to say, 3, after posting his appeal bond, the defendant has continuously contacted the victim about matters outside of their divorce agreement. Number 4, the victim met with undersigned, which is what I read. That's when Mel went to go meet with the undersigned /DA to go over the upcoming case. And this Negro reached out to her, contacted her, which he know he's not supposed to do, and demanded to know why she was there. Unbelievable. But anyway, it ends again based on this repeated behavior of defendant. The city requests this honorable court to amend the defendant's appeal bond and conditions of release to reflect that he is to have no contact, direct or indirect, with the victim for any reasons other than child custody issues. I don't like that. That's not enough. Martell has shown this court he can care less of what they say, what the judgments have been. He hasn't allegedly still gotten the help that he need and evaluations and all of that. And here it is, you're going to give him another slap on the wrist. Okay, we going to take this back now. Don't you contact her. That's a pat on the wrist. Poor Mel. Poor Mel. He absolutely should have been taken into custody a long time ago. Because he is, and this is me speaking, a ticking time bomb. He's a ticking time bomb. And it's like they don't know what that means. Does anybody know what a ticking time bomb means? Thank you so much, Angela, for the Cash App. Thank you so much. But we're going to discuss, because I'm going to drop the link. I know it's late, but whoever want to kick it, tomorrow my last day at work, so I'm good. I got a holiday party tomorrow, and that's about it. Let's get into Kimmi. And I think I'm going to start right off to where, when I tell you, when I was over there watching Carlos King, I was shocked like a MFer. Let's talk about Kimmi's baby's daddy, Jalen's daddy. And I'm wondering why we just not finding this out, why she just so happened to be on Carlos King after just so happened to be on this reality show for 5-6 years, however long it's been. Kimmi said, Carlos asked her about her baby daddy and all of that. You know, are they still cordial? Do they still get along? Kimmi says she hasn't heard from him since Jalen graduated. But this is what she said. This man took her through financial hell, kept taking her to court, and she had to fight this man in court when it comes to custody of Jalen. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Can somebody let me know? Is that not the same exact thing that Mel is still going through? He took her through financial hell. She was in and out of court, in and out of court, in and out of court. Who is in and out of court? And not once has Kimmi had pity for Melody Cherie. You mean to tell me, Kimmi, you can relate in that manner and Martell is still a good guy? Martell is still a good guy? I'm speechless. I'm speechless, Angela. Same exact thing. He didn't have to, she say, he didn't have to worry about the money as far as going back and forth to court because his friend was his attorney. But when it comes to her, she had to pay out of pocket. I mean, her face changed from her face to Mel's face for me. Her face changed from her face to Mel's face. You mean to tell me, number one, we ain't heard about this shit all this time. You been on this damn show. Number two, if that is not, there ain't have to be no trauma bond, because you guys know they like to throw that word around a lot. That phrase, trauma bond, trauma bond. You didn't have to trauma bond with Mel, but I be goddamn if that is not the same damn thing that she going through. This man kept you in court, Kimmi, and I just read a whole damn document. And we read another document a couple weeks ago, and another document a month ago, and another document 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, last year, 2 years ago. We've been reading this shit of Martell being in court that he initiated with Mel for years. And not once did Kimmi, when she's sitting down there looking at Mel halfway crazy, whenever they in scenes together, not once did you have a conversation with her on TV, on this show that you are paid to be on for years. Bravo. That means, guys, when she said, oh no, Martell is a good guy, something in her head should have clicked. Wait a minute now, Mel going through the same damn thing I went through. But your ex or the baby daddy, he not a good guy. She says she has zero desire to talk to him. There's no need to talk to him. That is unbelievable. And Carlos over there with all that skinning and grinning pissed me off because, again, sir, you're not doing your job when it comes to producing. We learned about Jalen started off on the show with Kimmi and Maurice. It's season 9. We just got finished looking at episode 4. And she just so happened to drop that over there on Carlos's podcast. Carlos shocked. Reason why Carlos is shocked because he don't demand shit from them. Kimmi had the audacity, guys. Now I'm going to get into what she had to say about Maurice in a minute. She had the audacity to be sitting over there asking about cast changes. Who should be added and who should be let go? Top on the list, ma'am, is you and Maurice. That's for me. Top of the list. Y'all, yeah. If you just not sharing this, that means you should go. I couldn't believe that, though. You know, she's saying, oh, no, it's the core 6 that made this. And the core, look, it would have been core, if it would have been core 2, Mel and Martell, this show would have went on in those earlier seasons. That's why the people started watching. Sure, we initially started watching for the Black excellence of it all, but clearly the marital issues of Mel and Martell is what's kept this show going. But she over there talking about who should and should not be on the show. Unbelievable. Then Carlos kind of shaded the hell out of Kimmi in her face because he brought up about, first of all, they lied. I think, I'm just going to say it, allegedly, in my opinion. But they started off talking about Lisa Ray, saying that she wouldn't date anybody that basically can't afford her and what she likes to do and blah, blah, blah. So Kimmi said that Maurice matched her pockets, meaning he had what she had or more. She said she only dated one person before Maurice who made more than her. But when it comes to Maurice, he matched her pockets. Now, we heard of the child, Queen Common Sense, don't give me the chuckling over here. We heard a little differently. We heard he was sleeping on couches. We heard that, he didn't go to law school and all of that until he got with you. We heard that he moved in your house that you had already purchased. We heard a whole lot, child. But Kimmi said no. Maurice matched her pockets. But Carlos shaded her when it comes to Maurice staying out to 4 a.m. And he said, well, Kimmi, you seem to be okay with it. You're one that just don't mind that or whatever. And Kimmi said that first she was shocked, like, who said that? Who said that? Maurice and his actions said that. But she said that she is not going to stress herself out when it comes to Maurice. She said that right before she got with Maurice, he was still in the streets. And he continues to like to do that. Basically saying she knew what she was getting when she got with him. And for me, Kimmi, you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to really demand. She did admit that it's a problem. However, in her voice, he's not changing. So how that discussion also came about is because they were saying how she slept through every damn thing. Maurice ass partying, Maurice getting locked up, and you wake up, slept peacefully through the night. She said that, again, she's not going to stress herself out. She said that she really just reached a point to where she don't care. And again, I'm confused. Is this what we see on Love and Marriage Huntsville? And if Maurice staying out to 4, 5 a.m. bothers Kimmi, and they are going through things about that, they are having discussions about that, why are the discussions behind closed doors and off camera? But you guys could sit here and go through and talk about everything that Mel and Martell has gone through. But I just gave you guys 2 big major stories that they could have been talking about. This man staying out. She don't want to rock the boat. That's how he was when he got with her. She said that it is a problem. She don't like him hanging out like that. He does it anyway. Why are we not seeing this on the show? Daughter of Israel, that's exactly how she looked. She's definitely checked out emotionally, but Kimmi is not going anywhere, to me. And I'm just going to say there's 2 factors. A lot of times women stay because of the number of years. For her and Maurice, I don't even think they've hit 10 years yet. But a lot of women may stay because of that. They may stay because of embarrassment. But if you factor in, I'm on a national TV portraying that I got this good marriage, happy, happy, happy marriage. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. Because they don't want, look, her and Tisha, they don't want no I told you so's. Now, I don't know what you all's mama told y'all growing up. Rest in peace to mine. After a certain hour, ain't nothing open but legs. Maurice ain't no frat boy. Maurice is not still in college. And it does not take for you to be out partying till 4, 5 in the morning. No, sir. No, sir. Come and you're going to turn the key and come back where? And not only has he done it, he's continuing to do it. And she's just Not gonna stress herself out. Meaning, go ahead, you just do what you do. I'll be here. What? She did say that cheating is a deal breaker for her. She said, now, if something happened 10 years ago, I ain't gonna be tripping over nothing like that. But if somebody come to me with proof that he did this yesterday, he and I both talked about that. That's a deal breaker. Girl, bye. Now, Tisha didn't like when Mel said, you need to take your ass up to that lounge, or like Aunt Debbie call it, the tavern, child. Kimmi, you need to take your ass wherever he at to 4, 5 in the morning. Ain't no shading, monkeying around. What do you call it when guys are horsing around with each other and laughing? And football games are off by that time. You done had enough drinks by 10, 11. And shit, that's on the weekend. Your boys should be going. And then the example that she used, Cedric, who had charges on him, child. That's who you saying that Maurice be with. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable that, again, these people are able to collect a paycheck for nothing. Because there's no way in the world that we should have found out what I just told you guys about Jalen's daddy financially abusing her, just like Martell Holt is financially abusing Mel. When it comes to Martell, though, he financially abusing himself. Mel got it. She good. But damn, if I ain't got to spend $30,000, $40,000 on attorney's fees, that's $40,000 more dollars in my pocket, even though she's straight. Martell gonna have to file bankruptcy again over his obsession. But why would we learn that? And Carlos sitting there looking like a goddamn fool, looking shocked, like you not the, in your words, creator and executive producer. I would have said, now, Kimmi, why am I just not hearing this? You've been on my show. That's not, yeah, that is a storyline, Ronia. I mean, damn, they talking about Kiowa. She could have talked about her ex. I don't want to hear that shit that they, when it comes to Destiny. I can't talk. You could talk because you just talked about it 9 seasons in. And in going through that, that's like me. Cutie Crew and I, when we have our members only and we all are sharing and just whatever we've gone through in the past, and it could be anything. If we can relate, we bond on that. We bond on that. Not trauma bond, just bond. Damn, girl, you going through that too? But when Kimmi recognized what Martell was doing, especially as Mel's elder, you would think she would have said, girl, let me tell you what happened to me. Let me tell you what I went through with Jalen's daddy. Jalen's daddy did the same damn thing that Martell is doing to you. Drug me back and forth to court, custody hearings, left and right, all of that. Somebody let me know if you guys heard that before. Anybody? Nine seasons in, has anybody heard that? And I'm sorry, Kimmi is a beautiful woman, beautiful, but she looks tired. You saying you're not gonna let him stress you out? And I think that he's doing just that. No woman, none, zero, and no man would be okay with their spouse kicking it to 4, 5 in the morning. Now, Carlos said that. Carlos said he wouldn't be down for it. But see, Carlos is a whole trick. I hate to say this to you, Carlos. All Carlos keeps saying is he gonna buy people. I will buy you. You want to drink? I'll buy the drinks. You want this? I want you just to sit here. I'll give you money. We're 6 months. I mean, Carlos is a whole trick. Whoever run up on Carlos, they got them one. The desperation. He met somebody, child. He was over there talking. Talking about that over the weekend. I guess the guy done hit it already. All of that. It just screams trick to me. But Carlos said he wouldn't be down for it at all. And Kimmi, I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. We've talked about how Kimmi has changed from the earlier Kimmi. We've seen it. You know, even when it comes to Tisha. Kimmi meant that shit when she said she wouldn't even be friends with Tisha if they weren't sister-in-laws. But we also remember Kimmi coming back and saying the Scott crew got her ass all the way together. And she ain't been right ever since. She hasn't been right ever since. And it's not giving happy marriage. I'm sorry. Anytime your ass don't, you at home snoring, and that Negro is out there partying, get arrested, get booked, then you find out 12, 13 hours later, like I told you guys last night, like I told you guys Saturday in the Let Loose Lounge, you react in that manner because that's what you're accustomed to. That's the norm. You get up 2, 3 in the morning, go use the bathroom. He ain't in bed with you. You go right on back to sleep. That is the norm. But again, I'm shocked. I am. That those are details that we learned tonight. Well, I did while over there in Carlos's bushes. And as I stated, not an ounce of pity for Mel. Now, when it comes to this reunion, I believe that, and word has been floating around, that Kimmi and Mel is going to get into it big time at the reunion. They keep talking about how explosive it was. Kimmi and Carlos got into it at the reunion. Carlos think he a whole cast member. What else? But yeah, she wants to add a person or people to the show. Seems to me also, guys, that she is not feeling Sonny, Moses, Trish, or Ken. She said, you know, some people shouldn't even have been invited to come to the reunion. Some people should have only been friends of the show and not a part of the main cast. And the way I took it, she talking about the 4 of them. Sonny, Moses, Ken, and Trish. What else? Shout out to Letitia Pearson. She spoke on Meeting Mel last week. You guys know they did the reality TV awards, and she praised Mel. She said the energy was such positive energy, and she made some excellent points. Everybody could see this but Mel's own castmates. But Letitia said, yeah, sometimes when you are hurt by people, you just done with them. So she can relate when it comes to Mel being hurt by these people on this show, and now she's done. But she gave her props. She did. And she said that she feels like Mel is reserved because of the hurt. So yeah, Kimmi, if you saying Martell is a good guy, but you're going to talk about your damn ex in the same manner, is your ex a good guy for breaking your pockets, taking you back and forth to court, and you wonder why Mel is reserved with you? It was a whole lot more. What else? Oh yeah, she said she shaded Mel. She shaded Mel because when they mentioned about she said cheating is a deal breaker, whatever. She said, you know, some people can put up with that for 4 to 5 years. Not shade. She was talking about Mel. What else? I took notes, child. I don't know why I put cheat in peace. Basically, that's what she's just letting him do, in my opinion. Because Kimmi, first of all, you are older than Maurice. And yeah, you're smarter than Maurice. And that's something that I don't like that a lot of women do. You could be sitting there with a hoe. I'm not going to say the man is a dummy. But them Scott men feel like they are rulers, dictators. Remember, it was Maurice that says, we can sit and have a conversation about things, but ultimately what I say goes. You gonna let Maurice say that to you? So you gonna play dumb, you gonna dumb yourself down just to say, thank you, Sharon. I just said the same thing. You gonna dumb yourself down just to say you got a man. And it shows. It shows that you're smarter than that. You not down for that man staying out to no 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. For what? For what? And then to lie on the episode and say you thought he was at work. No, ma'am. You didn't think that. You didn't think that. I'm going to go ahead and refresh some memories. Again, you couldn't have thought that. He ain't even come home after worrying you all night. Because here you go. Same clothes.
Free my nigga Reed! Free my nigga Reed! Everybody want to know how the fuck you get booked at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They say you was still out.
Hey, this is what I gotta tell y'all. Y'all have to let the wheels adjust.
He wore the same shit he had on the night before. Free my nigga Reed.
Free my nigga Reed!
Ooh, child. So yeah, he's sitting there ass stanking, same damn clothes that he had on the day before, same clothes he had on while being in lockup, and he got out and went straight to black. But he on TV. I don't know if you can help me. She can't help your ass. And Kimmi, if you smart, you'll help your damn self. I don't want anybody's marriage to end. I promise you that. But I be damned if I sit back and just stay in some shit just to say I'm married. No. You coming in where at 4 o'clock? You may as well go ahead and spend the night out. You may as well go ahead, which he probably do, spend the night. So I see a hurt woman. I see a woman that has lost her power. And again, I see a woman that's just getting down with the get down to say, yeah, I'm married. That's what I see. But I didn't see what she said. Maurice matched her pockets. They forget so much stuff that they've said throughout the years, and they don't realize a lot of us remember all of that stuff. But Kimmi was the chaser. Kimmi was in the DMs. You know what I mean? Wanting Jalen's haircut and all of that. He was a whole barber, child. How was his money matching yours? And you was a whole director? What was her title? Nursing wise? It's all the way up there. It's all the way up there. And he was a barber. Girl, bye. So it's the lies for me. But again, shame on you, Carlos King, for getting exclusives of a cast on this show, a cast member that, you love to say, I created. And you learning T in real time. And even with that, Carlos made sure to skate on by that. That's what I don't like about them. Because if they didn't pick, if they haven't, picked who they rocking with, the first question that Carlos should have said, well, damn, Kimmi, that seems like exactly what Mel is going through with Martell. Can't say that. They can't say that. I see you, brother. Hold on one second. When it comes to the show, I believe that Carlos will be announcing tomorrow that they've been picked up for another season. We shall see. But he says he has big news coming tomorrow when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, an announcement. And also, I don't know why. Maybe we will see when they started speaking about cast replacements and all of that. It kind of gave me the feelings that maybe Mel has told them she's out of there. I don't know. Because they did go back into speaking about the core six and how the core six is really the glue when it comes to this show and all of that. But when Carlos said something when they were talking about cast additions and all of that, um, he said something like, "Well, I just gotta follow the reality" or whatever. It was weird. So we'll see. All of that will come. We will see. But let me read this from Sammy. Hold on, Bravo. Sammy said, "Chit chat, I was in the bushes clutching my pearls at Kimmi. I was also very surprised at Dustin, who called out Destiny and Martell. Kimmi, in my opinion, has settled. She's definitely settled. And she hasn't even hit year 10. Settled. And I don't know. I wasn't too shocked. A lot of us have felt like, oh my goodness, we've lost Dustin. Dustin was under the Carlos umbrella, but the way Dustin was over there ratting for Mel tonight, if you a true male fan, you're going to be a true male fan. You know what I'm saying? And all of that came out tonight. And everything that he said, Sammy, when it comes to Destiny and Martell was facts. And see, that's what I would like Destiny to focus on over there with Dion. Don't talk about who you think may be millimeters or who you see on Instagram or Twitter, this or that. And they want to act like this is all just male and anybody that supports male. No, Dustin gave the truth, straight truth when it comes to Destiny and Martell. And he said it. They both sitting there talking about Mel. He said Destiny lied about everything, talking to Martell. So thank you, Sammy. Let me properly thank them, Bravo. Give me 1 second. Sammy and Angela, let me see. Shoot. Okay. And what is this? J Mo, thank you for the Cash App as well. And Angela, thank you as well. Let me properly thank them, Bravo, and then give me your thoughts. 1 second. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you. All right, Bravo. How are you, sis?
I'm here.
You here?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. A little holiday blues-ish, but making it do what it do. Yep. What are your thoughts?
I don't know why Martell is out in the streets. I'm older, and I've seen stuff like this happen before, and I've never seen the leniency that he is getting. It's just really weird to me because, how many times do you have to say, I'm in danger, I'm being harassed and everything before something happens? I don't understand it. No contact doesn't mean crap, and we've all have seen many cases where there were restraining orders in place and they meant nothing. Nothing. He has her address. It's sick. It's sick. When it comes to him being on the show, I hold Carlos and Own responsible. Own owns that show. That's their show. Carlos is just an executive producer. He can be fired. They are promoting this too, just as much as Carlos is. So, if they have to deal with accountability for all of this and for continuing this hostile environment, and I would be happy to see it. I would be happy to see those that play out in court, because this is too much. This has gone too far.
Yeah.
He totally has disobeyed court orders and doesn't care. And that is his psyche. So if that is his psyche, that means he's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then with Kimmi, she's pathetic. I can't even. Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you
It's
come on.
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nothing about her career or any real aspirations or anything. It's always about him and her support of him and her love of him and what she's not going to take and everything. But you're taking it, you
You're
know,
taking. Yeah.
and you don't mind it because he's not bothering you for X. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
sick.
we don't
It's
know
so
that.
twisted. It's so twisted.
We
It's
don't
so
know that,
twisted.
Bravo. We don't know
That's
that.
it. That's in my allegedly and in my humble
Because
opinion.
look, but hold on with that. We know he was bothering her for that because he said that
Right.
even while she was going through what she was going through, she was rolling over, suffering through it. So yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just
But
get it,
if
when he
he's in
wants.
the streets, if he's in the streets, then maybe she gets a break. I don't know. It's sick. It's like you're acting more as a mom than you are as a wife. So it's so twisted and gross to me. I can't even stomach her. And I always forget about them. When we watch the show, I forget their scenes. And
Yeah,
because I'm like, why are y'all on the show? And then she projects, she talk and deflects, and then she talks about, are we changing the cast? Are you talking about you? Because you should have been out the door. You should have
first.
been out the door a
Yeah, and
long time ago.
it's a prime example as to why though, because again, with this news that she dropped tonight about Maurice, and yes, this is an issue. I've told him I don't like it, but he still does it. So now I'm not gonna stress myself out. That should have been on the show. Then with what she shared when it comes to Jalen, especially with what Mel is going through, that should have been on the show. So yeah, if they told Destiny that she wasn't sharing things and all of that, even though Destiny just talked about bucking her ass. So I see why she was out of there. But it's the same thing when it comes to Kimmi then and Maurice,
It's it's the exact
But
same thing. And
60 seconds,
and
bravo.
yeah, she's a hypocrite. She's a straight up hypocrite for
Mm-hmm.
not supporting Mel
Yeah.
and for encouraging and coddling Mel's ex-husband, knowing that he's crazy and is dangerous. You already experienced it, so why? I don't know. I can't deal with her. I don't want to see her on the show, and that's why I probably forget her most of the time. She's irrelevant. She's her.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is a lie to me. The
Mm-hmm.
only genuine person on the show is Mel.
Yeah, Mel has been
Period.
transparent. She's and still being transparent. And I saw the frustration on her face even when she was talking to Neil Fletcher. You got a lot you could be talking about. You guys could talk about what's going on with you. It's frustrating. And just imagine being that person that knows that my pain built this damn show, this franchise, basically. And yeah, when is enough gonna be enough? And Carlos with his,
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with Carlos. He just wild. He out there now. He out in them streets and you could tell. But for him to not even realize the serious, I'm not gonna say you don't realize that because I think you do. I think you just don't give a damn. The seriousness of all of this when it comes to Mel and then him not protecting her as this creator in quotation marks, yeah, it's straight bullshit. But hold your thoughts, Bravo. It's late, so we're gonna get on with the get gone and try to swing back around for final thoughts. Next up, Chow is Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, how are you?
All right, and you. Hello, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good,
Hey,
good,
Hey,
how are
Aunt
you,
Debbie.
Debbie?
Hey, Andy.
good. What's your
Now,
thoughts on this, Aunt Debbie?
first of all, Martell and the DA heard what he was doing. She should have been singing that song. Lock his ass up, lock
For
his
real?
ass up. She should have been sending them folks to come get him.
Yeah.
Now, they say Mel and the kids in LA. Who knows if he ain't done hitchhike his way, his
Ooh,
butt there to
child.
bother the people.
Ooh,
So
child.
they could lock him up. The feds need to step in because they see that the police department in Alabama can't handle him or he friends with them and they letting him getting away with too much. That
Mm,
lady needs some real protection and they need to get him and make this a fair case and lock his tail up. Cause he not abiding. You can see he not abiding by no laws
at all. At all.
You know, he on some rebel doing what he want to do. And my thing is this: he unstable. He done lost everything.
Yep.
Marcel and them made a complete fool out of him, and he done finally woke up and see they done made a fool out of him, tricked him out of the spot, made him lose his family, and they laughing at him. See, when they go home on Thanksgiving, they got some turkey.
That's right.
He might not have no turkey, you know, because the girl, she too slow to cook a turkey, a chicken, and everything.
For real.
That bird brains.
David got me over here just cracking up.
Some poke and bangs. That's what he gonna have. But Undebbie, you know I said that last night. That's why he's so upset with Marceau. That's why. Because they were able to they didn't bring that trouble to their doorstep like he did. You know, go ahead, Undebbie.
Right, because their wives don't care. Their wives know what they're doing, but they can accept it, and male don't have to. They don't either, but they choose to. It's a choice in this matter. Just like Kimmi said, she tired of worrying about him coming home because he ain't coming. He come when he get ready. She tired. She ain't gonna be stressed out. She ain't gonna fall out about this here. That means you accept it and you don't even care no more. He can do what he want to do and you accept it. You don't have to be there.
Yeah.
But she choose to. So that means she accept anything he do is all right. She don't care. Hey, she gonna go to bed and I don't know how she do it, but you know, that's what she do. But she ain't right either. She wasn't right by how she got that man.
Yeah.
So, you know.
7 years. She waited 7 years on Debbie.
For what? A bum?
No child.
Somebody don't even want to carry you on honeymoon. You could see before the man married her, he wasn't into her. He didn't choose her. She bought him.
Oh, child. Baby.
You know, when a man chooses you, you could see his love. When you buy a man, this is what you see, the kind of relationship. They don't have no kind of nothing. They don't have no kind of nothing. They definitely don't have no connection. They just going along with the motion. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. And you could see that. But that's what she bargained for because she was thirsty.
We don't see no lovey-doveyness, you know?
Nothing. The man don't even hold her hand. He told her in that house. She said, well, what can I help you with? He said, I don't think you can help me with nothing. You did what you could do when you bailed me out. Now shut up, move around. That's it.
Facts.
To me, that's saying I'll call you when I need your wallet. Till then, go over there somewhere. And I'm going out. And that's what he do. If a man don't think enough for you to come home at a decent hour.
Say it.
That mean that man don't want you. He don't want to sleep with you. He ain't trying to be in that bed, turning over, looking at you. He's somewhere else in another bed where he want to be. And he can get his clothes and go right over there if it was me. But she not going to do that. She don't care. She's afraid of failing at marriage.
Yep.
So she'll uphold any image and take anything off for him to keep it.
Yeah.
And she gonna suffer in the long run for that. And he's still gonna do what he wanna do in them streets.
You know what, Debbie? I wish that again, because look, if you like it, I love it. I mean that, whoever. But I hope that she goes back and look at her body language when she was talking about that. And yeah, it just seems like you are settling. Because I be damned if I tell anybody, I don't like it, I don't like it. We talked about it. And that shit still continue. What? No, the marriage is over. If you can't make the necessary adjustments to keep me, it's a wrap. Go
He ain't
ahead.
trying to keep her. He ain't trying to keep her. He don't care. When a man show you who they are, you believe them. If a man marry you and he can't come home to you, that means he don't want to be there with you. That means he ain't finna do nothing there.
Yeah.
He might come home and change clothes every now and then, but who knows? He might have some extra ones in this car. But that's what she signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
Because he never chose her in the first place. And that's why I say a woman should not be in love with a man more than he is with her.
You better get that wisdom.
Because this is what comes of it. Now she stuck with that. And he going through this lawsuit. And she tied up with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he won't even come home at night. Can you imagine the feeling? She got the nerve to be talking about somebody needs to be replaced on the shelf. She and he need to be replaced. Should have been replaced long ago.
Yeah.
Period.
You know, so I don't feel sorry for her because Kimmi is of age. She in her 50s. She know when she got what she got when she picked it up. She picked him up off somebody's couch where she should have left him.
Oh, child.
So, you know, I don't feel sorry for her. That's what you pay for what you bought. And you know that now that's what you bought. That's your trouble. Now carry it on home and be happy. But she'll never be happy. Because he ain't making her happy.
But that's what
he might be happy. He happy because he can go out and do what the heck he want to. And she's talking about she's sitting over there like a fool. That lady done lost her identity, her self-esteem, her self-worth, her self-integrity, her self-respect. She done lost everything. Self-preservation. She done lost it all.
She's lost self. That's what she lost. Herself. And all that
was about self. And she done lost it.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, she an old fool. She was thirsty, chasing after a young man. Anytime man tell you he slept with 6 people in one day, what you want with him?
How was that appealing?
How could you be so foolish? A woman of her age. See, I'm talking about a woman of her age. A man tell you that, you're supposed to tell him, excuse yourself, I'll be right back. I'm going to the ladies' room. And you never see him again.
Done it.
She didn't do that. She sat down, well, that's all right. I could take that. So you get what you deserve. And that's what he giving her. Because she went along with that. He lost self-respect for her right then.
And that's
He'll do her any way he wants to.
Yep. And that's what a lot of women don't realize. You know, we always talk about the spark that we see when it comes to Marceau and his interaction with Mel. You know, I'm not talking about on a romantic level. We know that. But he likes the independence. He likes the go-getter. He likes all of that. But again, compared to what he's married to, in my opinion, Tisha, where he won't even allow her to utilize her degrees and all of that, they end up losing respect for you when you do everything that they tell you to do. And Kimmi, she's just not herself to me. Go ahead on Debbie, and then we're gonna get to good, bad, apple.
That's why you don't do that. You don't go along with anything. I like to say no to everything because that keep them coming back and chasing. If you give in to any and everything, there's no chasing the game for them. And they're gonna use you and abuse you, and that's what she getting. That's what she getting. But then to me, she was a side chick. Cause Kyle wasn't divorced. And she even said it when she was laying up there when Melody took her to that spa thing, that was putting that thing on her stomach. Y'all remember that? She all but told Melody she was a side chick.
But Kiowa and Maurice's brother said it. The Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff's brother. When
Yeah,
he in high
but
school.
what I'm saying, she said it too. So when she said it, that's from the horse's mouth. And that's what I was going by. What she said.
Yeah.
So Kimmi opened up that can of worms and dived right in. Nobody didn't force her, nothing. She did all that. She even bought and put this man through school when he was sitting on somebody's couch. And he had a 406 credit. He said it right there on that spot.
Not a 406, child.
That's what he said on TV. Now I'm going by what he said out his mouth on TV on that show. That's what he said. And she picked that up. She had to buy him some pencil and paper and send him to school like a 3-year-old, like a 5-year-old. That's what she settled for. Wouldn't have been me. But see, that's what you get when you do that. She put his name on her house. Now, with this lawsuit, what if they take her house? Where's she going? Because he going to go over to Betty Jean's house where he been staying out all night till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Where's she going? See, that's why I said you can't be no fool for no man. And that's all she was for him, is a fool. And he used her like one.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad for her. I really don't. Because I don't like her no way. And then she talking about somebody should be replaced. Baby, they need to let you go. You ain't never showed us nothing about your life. You just bringing this stuff up about Jalen and the dad. What was all this in the beginning? And you ain't had no sympathy, empathy, or nothing for Mel, but you gonna say this happened to you?
Same exactly.
I don't know if I believe her. It might have happened, but I just don't believe her.
Oh, I believe it.
You mean tell me you had that much hate for that lady all this time? You couldn't ever talk to her about what you've been through? Or you couldn't empathize with what she was going through?
Because they picked their side. Oh, I believe her. I don't think that was made up. For what?
I like I said, it might be true. But to see another woman go through that, and you can't even say, I'm here for you. I understand I've been through that. You can't do that to me, then that's some low. That's low.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's low as hell now. So that's why I tend not to believe her. Because if you've been through something like that, and you see another woman going through it, and you know what you went through, the pain, you'll feel hers too.
Yeah, if you were rocking with her like that. But
even if you wasn't.
Debbie, but if she's proven time and time again that Martell is a good guy, and they all have basically taken Martell's side on everything, she gonna continue to do that. So see, tonight that slipped out. That wasn't no rehearsed shit or nothing. And that's why I said, oh, MG, I could not believe it. Because absolutely any woman that's gone through that, other than people, in my opinion, that are envious as far as the success that Mel has, even when it comes to this show, and then her businesses and everything else, yeah, she wasn't going to share that. That should have been a conversation, goddammit, as soon as Martell took Mel to court. Girl, I went through the same thing. But she don't rock with Mel like that. And that's why Mel don't fuck with him. Go ahead, on Debbie. 60 seconds and we going on the good, bad apple.
She also said Maurice was a good guy. And look what she got. So we know her picker is off. I still say, I don't like Kimmi, but I feel like this. If she saw what Mel went through, whether she liked her or not, she could have called and gave her an encouraging word. You know what I'm saying? As a woman. And, to me, I don't feel sorry for Kimmi. She could, go sit over there with that, because that's what you chose and you paid for. You bought that. That's your, what they call Build-A-Bear. Go on over there and keep on building on that bear.
Not a Build-A-Bear, child.
That's what she did. She built that bear for him to go out in the street and stay out all night with somebody else.
Yeah.
So keep building the bear. That's all I got to say. And I think Carlos King, he should do more to protect Melody. He know that Martell off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
And and maybe he is too, cause you say he out in the street. He don't went rogue or crazy too.
Oh, he out in them streets. You hear me? Ooh,
You
child.
know they should do more to protect Mel, and she really needs it. Now they need to get him and put him on in that jail now. And if the that jail in Alabama can't hold him, I'm pretty sure the Fed jail can.
Mm-hmm. You right. And look, Aunt Debbie, it's at the point now where yes, he should do more to protect her, but he should have. It should be past this. He should have been done that. And for me, it is a form of abuse because you just gonna force me to leave, right? It's easier to go ahead and protect her. And the ultimate way of doing that is letting Martell go. So yeah, he should, but he should have long damn time ago. Long time ago. But hold your thoughts on David. We're gonna swing it back around. Let me read a couple comments. Sammy said, well, let's pray that as of December 2nd, Martell will be in jail. That's next Monday. Relly also said Relly said if Martell is convicted again, my hope is that Mel will gain custody and can get out of Dodge. It's mine too. Mel, that whole California vibe that she gives to me, that's her element. So I would love for her to be able to get the hell on up out of Alabama completely and move her baby somewhere, far, far away from his ass. Sammy said this is serious and I don't like people not taking it seriously. I have lost an aunt due to DV and it started with obsessive behavior. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's not a joke at all. And it's really, really sad to for us to continue to come out here and talk about it and have panels and all of that. And we see nothing has been done when it comes to this show. It's really, really sad. Thank you for that comment, Sammy and Relly. Let's see. Dee said she's rolling over and suffering through it in more ways than one. You better say it, Dee. When this Negro come in at 4-5 in the morning, you gotta go ahead and roll over and give him some, and probably allegedly after he done climbed off of something else. No, ma'am, no, sir. That shit will never happen. Do you hear me? Look, my daddy taught me I could change the locks, baby, so damn quick. No, you won't be turning no key to come up in here. At what time? Seriously? You can go out, let's say, in quotation marks, he is working. And he get off about 7 o'clock. That's late, But let's say he worked a little late, get off at 7. You can take your ass down to the bar, have a good time, and still be home by 10:30. Weekdays, weekends, 12 o'clock, whatever, But come on, 4 o'clock in the morning, no. Or at all, no. To the point where you don't even wake up if he's not there. Come on now, that's crazy. Let's see. Sammy said, Timmy, I read this right. Yes. I did. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Relly said, child, to watch a person's soul basically unalive in real time is sad to see. And that's Kimmi. And I don't think that she realized it. This is not about, oh my God, because I don't hate any of them. That's just me. I don't. So this is just not people making up things because they don't like you. No, people see a whole different you. And what Relly just said, your soul is gone, it seems like. It's like you're a shell of your former self. Real talk. Daughter of Israel, thank you so much. You said, how did Kimmi jump out of a pot into a frying pan? Child, tell us. Tell us. I don't know what's going on with Kimmi. And then I totally agree. I'll be there Thursday and Friday, parts of both. But Relly said we have to show Alpha Male on Black Friday off GP because they played on our girl head top. Yes, and Thursday, Relly. So don't forget, she'll be live on TikTok Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Central, I believe. Is it on here? It's 6 p.m. Central. Hold on. Uh, 8 p.m. Central. Ciao. Hold on, because I want to make sure I got the correct information. I did the same thing last night. Hold on, guys. Let's make sure. All right. 8 p.m. Central Thursday. So that's 8 Central Thursday. And then Friday, 8 a.m. So she's doing 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then she's doing 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday, Central Standard Time. And we'll be there. We'll be there. I can't wait. I will say, she showed a couple products on her live today, all the different lip oils and lipsticks and gloss. So yeah, I can't wait. Lisa Ray and Megan Good. So I think it's gonna be really nice. All right, thank you, Debbie. Go ahead, good, child, good, bad apple. Let me say real quickly though, it is 12:06 Eastern. So if the rest of you guys on the channel, AM, 12:06 AM. So if the rest of you guys can be mindful, I'm not saying rush, but we can't do a 10-minute eacher because it's after midnight for a lot of people. Go ahead, good, bad apple.
Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Actually, I was gonna say this evening, but it's well past evening. Y'all, well, so I don't watch Carlos Queen. I don't watch his channel, so I didn't see it, but I'm just basing off of, what I've heard since he aired or whatever. And yeah, Kimmi is so like I have seen this happen with women all the time. They've married down or they've made it down or whatever. Sometimes you don't even have to be married. These women are so desperate to be with a man that they totally forget about themselves. Kimmi is one of those women. And I'm so I'm like you, Chit Chat. I don't want to see the end of anyone's marriage, but I guarantee you these people are not going to be together past 5 more years. Kimmi don't need to wait. She's already up in years. Somebody needs to help her snap out of it because she is literally wasting her time. She is wasting the valuable youth that she has left because 53, wait, no, she's not the one who's 53. That's Nell. Kimmi is about what, 56, 57?
I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, but she still has some youth left.
Thanks.
She is wasting it. Like y'all said, she's really like a mother to her husband. That is just pathetic. They have no chemistry whatsoever. You can look at them and tell they don't have any chemistry. Nell is not 60 yet. Nell just turned 53 this season. But yeah, Kimmi is just blowing it. She is blowing the time in her life when she should have been retired. Word on the street is she's back to working. She is her whole financial future is in jeopardy because this man that she married, first of all, she put him on her house. Then, and I don't know how true this is, but it was widely reported that she has taken out a second mortgage on her house.
Yeah, and we can stay away from that. Allegedly. Go ahead. I don't know. They haven't said that on the show. Y'all know they in court. I don't want to be a part of none of that mess. Go ahead, good,
Right.
bad.
That's why I said I don't know if it's true or not, but it's been reported. So she's already voluntarily put her financial future in jeopardy. Then also having to put up with the shenanigans of this fool of a husband that she married. And I do remember him saying that he was on a couch and his credit score was 512. Why is
Mm-hmm.
she lying about? Because that don't add up. You
Her
let this
exact
man
words her exact words were his pockets matched hers.
how?
I don't know.
How? When you found this man on a couch with a 512 credit score. Come on
Mhm.
now. Come on now. She's lying and covering for this man so much. There is no way you thought that man was at work in the middle of the night. No way.
No, they just
I
lied
mean,
on the show for that.
exactly. There's no way, no way, no way, no how. I am so like it is so pathetic to see this woman acting this way at her big age and her big brain, her big intellect, because to become an RN, it takes a lot of work. You have to be a smart person. And you cannot tell me this lady has not dumbed herself all the way down just so
Mm.
this man can marry her. And who else? Not just the Scott brother, not just Kawhi, but who else called Kimmy a side chick?
Martell.
The nice guy, right, Martell.
Mm-hmm.
He also called Kimmy a side chick. Now, when you think about everything that Martell has done, you would think that Kimmy would empathize more with Melody,
Mm-hmm.
but she can't. She can't. Because then she would have to look at herself in the mirror. And
Mm.
she can't. She can't. Martell, now, about Martell, he cannot be, well, not be mad at anyone but himself because Melody told him, these people are using you. These are not your friends. They're working to push you off of your square. And he wouldn't listen to her. She was telling him season 1 about those Scott men.
Well, she
And he
told him, she also told him that they think they're smarter than you. She told him a whole lot.
yeah,
And you know, everything
right.
she said is true.
True. And he can't be mad at anyone because nobody made him go out there and make a baby and make it impossible for Melody to come back to him. He's the one who did that. Those men went and got vasectomies. He was the dummy who didn't go and get a vasectomy. So he can't blame anyone but himself. And he's angry. He's lashing out at everybody, but I really feel like he's mad at himself and he doesn't know how to express the anger with himself. So he's lashing out at everybody else that he can.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Debbie said he ain't gonna have no turkey. The last thing I have to say is somebody tell him that every year Popeyes during the holiday season, I don't know about where y'all stay at, but here,
Cajun turkeys.
yeah, they be selling turkeys. They sell fried turkeys. He can go by there and pick up one. And that's
Mm-hmm.
all I had to say.
We don't care if he don't eat. Them kids with their mama in LA. So,
Right?
shit. I don't give a damn what he eat. Shit. Go get you some little that match your little moose knuckle, a little packet of Vienna sausages, child. You and Coco, whatever her name is, coleslaw. Share a little tin, little sardines or some shit. I don't care what he eat. I hope he be jail food. That's what I hope. I want him to eat jail food. You know, on the
Let him eat
real.
whatever.
Yeah. But I don't lock his ass up and whatever they serve and then let him eat that, you know?
I tell Marlene to bring home some school food.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Well, excellent points. Good, bad apple. Yes, Kimmi has definitely seems to me just lost herself. And it should be a reminder to women, happiness is better than a loneliness. So you may get lonely here or there, but a peace of mind and knowing a Negro ain't coming in at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and what you've been doing and all of that, and then you just numb yourself to the point where you don't even care. I would just rather not care, and I'm not going to stress out. Yeah, I may stress out for 24 hours, stress out getting your ass out. But other than that, I bet you I'm going to give me some peace. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But excellent points. Let's keep this thing moving. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. We're going to go ahead and kick this thing over to LaDawn. LaDawn, I know you are one that is on the East Coast. You still with us, LaDawn? LaDawn. All right, we're gonna go past. We're gonna go on past LaDawn, child. If she chime in, we'll be here for a couple more minutes. Let's go to Gigi. Gigi, are you there?
Hey, ladies, I'm here. I'm in Houston. It ain't 12 yet.
Okay. What is Houston Central Standard Time?
Yeah, it's 11:17.
Okay. I don't know why I thought Houston was Eastern. How you feeling? You're cold? Is it going away?
A little bit. I had got some medicine from the doctor, so I just decided to just take it right, and then hopefully it'll do better.
Okay, good. Antibiotics, I hope.
Yeah, antibiotics, and then he also gave me medicine for the cough.
Okay. You sound a little better.
Today
All
is
right.
a good day.
That's good. That's good. Give us your thoughts, Gigi.
So I know I'm gonna hurry up. So I want to say this. I've been married for over 32 years, y'all. And when I met my husband, I didn't party a lot, and so did he. And he would hang out with his friends and stuff like that too. So we run across that little, I think I'm gonna come home like 5 in the morning, but I was waiting at the top of the stairs. I was waiting at the top of the stairs, like, nah, this is not what we're not gonna do. So the first time I let it go. The second time I was waiting at the top of the stairs, like, okay, I don't want to act a fool in front of my kids, but I will cut you from navel to nose. Don't play with me. So I'm just saying. So we have a respect. I mean, he still goes out. He don't. Well, no, he doesn't. He don't go nowhere since COVID. But anyway, whenever he's late or whatever, I get a phone call. Hey, this is where I'm at. I'm on my way home, or just letting you know I'm good or whatever. So we get those phone calls. But I even said when I thought it was wrong that if he was drinking and you knew he was drinking, my sister and I said, why did you leave? I would have said, hey, I need you to come on with me. But anyway, that's what I'm going to say about that.
We can't blame her, although I agree, but that should be the norm, Gigi. If we are partying together, we leaving together.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
I don't want to blame her for him and his actions of staying. Maybe she, because she's allowed it so much. But ultimately, that was his decision. Go ahead.
That's true. But right now, I've been working from home all day, and when Nessie, whatever he calls his show, when it came on, I blew up and I watched Kimmi's every move on this show. I mean, when they were talking about when they were talking about whatever, I watched her facial expressions. I watched everything. I watched the fact that Dustin had to kick it in high gear and say, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I want to talk about Martell and Destiny on that park bench. I watched her facial expressions because I wanted to see what she was going to say, because Letitia and Dustin both agreed. Her name is Leticia, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Letitia.
They both agreed. And even when Letitia came back, everything she said tonight everything that she said tonight, she talked about Mel in a nutshell. So here you have Bell Collective that taken up for her
Yeah.
twice. You had Latrice took up for her last time. You had Leticia take up for her the first time. She said Mel is the same person that was from season 1, but
She
she's been
said
hurt a lot. And when you don't trust people and your castmates do certain, this is the same thing Latrice said. And I was
Mhm.
looking at looking at Kimmy face. But if you guys remember last season when Kimmy made that comment about Mel changing her name when she was on there with Marie Monroe, whoever, she took up for Mel. So the whole point is y'all making it seem like it's Mel, but everybody else is showing y'all it's y'all. And that's the sad part about it. They trying to show you about it. Now I did want to say this really fast. When she made that comment about her Jalen's dad, she said, I've talked to Mel about this. Well, I've heard her and
I
Carlos
didn't
talk
hear
about.
her say that. She
Yeah, if you
said
go,
that tonight.
yeah, she said it tonight because I'm telling you, I hung on her every word. She
Honey,
said,
I'm not.
Mel and I, yeah, go back and listen to it. She said, I've talked to Mel about this, but I've even heard her and Carlos, like, I don't know how many, I don't know what season it was, but the last time her and Carlos had a, you know, how they have these little meetups or whatever, when she was on there, I think that's when Tiffany was still there. She had said she couldn't stand Jalen's dad, that she don't talk to Jalen's dad, but she didn't say why. She did not say why the first time. Tonight was the first time she said why. And I agree with
Okay,
everybody
hold
on
on. Because tonight was the first time she said why. So
why.
what do you mean she said she told Mel before?
No,
What you talking about?
tonight when she said that when she was talking about why she didn't talk, why she didn't speak to his dad or why they didn't get along. She said tonight, if you go back and listen to her, she said, I've talked to Mel about this before.
Okay, well, you grouping them together, but as far as the financial abuse and him taking her back and forth to court and her spending money and all of that, tonight was the first time she ever said that.
Yes, she did. You're right. What I was saying is the first time she talked to Carlos about Jalen's dad and that them not getting along, she said
Okay,
they didn't get along, but she never said why until
right,
tonight.
yeah.
Tonight was the first time she said why. So I do agree with y'all. How could you go through that? And like she said, I was a single mom and I was, you know, financially struggling. And he had an attorney where he didn't have to pay for it. And then
Mhm.
I had to pay for it. How could you turn your back on a woman that is a single mom who's going through what she has to go through? And that Martell, she don't get any money from Martell. Mel has to do it all on her own. But that's just, I mean, I guess that's their way of not liking Mel because she doesn't
Mhm.
like Mel. Like she said, I hold grudges for so long. Somebody pissed me off, and I just hold grudges. So I was like, is she talking about Mel or whatever? Because you don't like Mel. It's clear you do not like Mel because I was looking at your facial expression when Dustin and Leticia was talking about Mel. She didn't chime in. She didn't agree. She didn't say anything. She
And
just sat
neither
back,
did
and
Carlos.
neither did Carlos. I was just getting ready to say that. Neither one of them said anything. And then when she said about the cast, bring the cast should come on the show, she said, because some people shouldn't even make it to the reunion. So my question is, are you talking about Sunday shouldn't have made it to the reunion? Or are you talking about Trish and Ken shouldn't make it to the reunion?
I
So
thought
who are
she was
you?
talking about all four of them because she made it a point to say some people should remain friends of the show and all of that. So it could have been all four of
It
them.
could have been, you're right. It could have been all four of them at the same time. But yeah, it's interesting to see uh, chit chat what's this big announcement is tomorrow. I mean that he has. You know, he said I had a big announcement, and then that's when she started talking about the castmates and stuff
Mm,
like that. But I'm glad to see Dustin. Dustin is a male fan. He's always been a male fan, and he. At first, I thought he was kind of pulling away from it, but tonight he showed that he was still a
yeah, he
male fan.
redeemed himself.
that
Yeah,
he showed that he was still a male fan. But with Mel going through this with that fool, I don't even want to say his name. Look, something got to happen. Something has to happen. It has to happen because the fact that him maybe stalking her or something like that, that is scary.
yeah, it is.
It's scary. So that's all I had to say about that. I just wanted to, throw my 2 cents in about Kimmy and to see basically what happens. But I don't know. I'm interested to see tomorrow what his news is. And then it's funny is that he just had Lisa Ray on his podcast, and Lisa Ray is going to be with Mel for a Thursday or Friday. So that's interesting to see too how that actually goes as well. But you know what? You can't. They always trying to make Mel be the bad person. They always, oh, it's Mel, it's Mel, it's Mel. But it's so funny that every time he puts somebody on this little messy meetup that he not telling them what to say, like Heavenly, they always come back and say the authentic facts and truth about Mel. So, and him and Kimmy looking like they stupid because what they were gonna say, he couldn't say nothing to Latrice. He couldn't say nothing anyway. And Leticia basically summed it all up. Everything she said was just facts. She's not gonna trust you. She is gonna be reserved.
Well, that's common sense, and they know that. But their dislike for Mel overshadows common sense. They know that. It don't take a rocket science. Hell, if we out here and we've been screaming it for me, I've been on this channel for 2 years, a little over 2 years. If this has been the conversation and we see it and know it, then people like Letitia Pearson sees it, or what's the other one? Latrice. You know what I mean? Carlos know it, Kimmy know it, everybody know it.
And that's just, you know what, Chit Chat, shame on all of them. I mean, yes, all money ain't good money. I mean, for you to basically have to attack somebody else. So, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to say this last thing, Chit Chat, that I couldn't wait to tell you today. I actually want to try to send DMs, but I don't know if y'all had to deal with Outlook because they had a nationwide Outlook shut down today. And nobody could do work today, so that's why I'm still doing work.
Child, it didn't happen at my job.
Well, it happened in Houston. I mean, nobody could use Outlook today. It was crazy. Wow. But so I wanted to say this. And this is kind of taking off the subject, but I heard Portia Williams say something last night that I said somebody need to send this shit to Carlos. Send this to Carlos. Because what Portia said last night, she said, I don't think it's fair for me to have a castmate that don't want to show who they are, but I'm over here with a busted wig trying to show what my life is like, and I'm trying to carry the show, but you ain't trying to show what your life is like, then I want your check.
She was talking about Drew Sidora.
Oh, but when she was talking about, I didn't know who she was talking about, but I thought about the Scotts. I said, I hope Carlos hear this because Mel busted down all the time and try to keep this show afloat, but the Scotts don't.
Yeah.
But that's all I want to say, y'all. I just want to say that.
Well, look, you said it. You did that, and you are absolutely right. I heard Portia. I guess her and Drew, they'll be getting into it, but they had an exchange back and forth. Drew responded as well, but that's who she was talking about. It applies. You know what I mean? And the sad thing is, Gigi, no one needs to send Carlos anything. His ass know. He know. And that's what, they just want to attempt to insult folks' intelligence. But everybody, if you're not blind, you can see it. You know what I mean? But excellent points, Gigi. I hope you get better. I really, really do. And thank you. Now, before I double check and see if LaDawn is back, let me read a couple cash apps. And we have a new Cutie crew member. Stacy said, Chit Chat, I heard allegedly that Ken said during his interview that one of the couples on the show was acting like they all happy when they not really even together. Did he, Stacy? On what interview? His interview with Millichan? Let me know, because I never went back over there and finished it, child. Who could it be? Couples on the show. Gotta be Kimmi and Maurice. Or Marcel and Tisha. I'll research it. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much. Welcome to Ruth. Ruth, thank you so much for joining the Cutie crew. You be prepared for our Let Loose Lounge on Saturdays, child. I was tipsy over there. I was calling MD Hill, MD Eel. Trying to act like I wasn't tipsy. Oh, child, crack me up. And good, bad apple. Good Bad Apple, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Lisa Love was gifted a membership. Sunshine Ray, April, Denise, and Lisa Girl. If you guys can please put a thank you in the chat to Good Bad Apple. Good Bad Apple, thank you so much, sis. Let me go ahead and properly thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to double check with LaDawn. And if LaDawn is not back, then we're going to let L'Oreal take us on home. Thank you, guys. All right, all right. Okay, LaDawn, are you there? LaDawn, going once, going twice. All right, it is 12:30 a.m. her time, so I'm sure LaDawn is knocked out. I appreciate her even being up here on the panel. But L'Oreal, are you there?
Hey y'all.
Hey, L'Oreal, how are you?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good,
Good,
good.
L'Oreal.
What are
Y'all
your
know I
thoughts?
can't stand Kimmi. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Good.
I couldn't even make it through
You
it.
are
I'm
one
telling you,
that
when
don't
she
like the
started talking, I just cut it off. I'm like you. It was the body language for me.
Mm-hmm.
That body language was doing so much talking and bucking back there, baby. I had walked out of there. She when she said she checked, but Carlos said she did some reading at the reunion. All I thought in my mind is she up there talking mess because somebody asking Maurice a hot question. Anytime somebody asks him a question, she got to take up and speak all over like she is mama, and then she want to get rah rah with everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
that's probably what we're gonna see. And when somebody puts her in the hot seat, Maurice is on mute
Mm-hmm.
again. The same old, same old. Kimmi has never had self esteem, period. Not since she been on this show. Kimmi been sold a dream and she been so far gone in that dream. It's crazy. I think she's been manipulated so bad.
Mm.
She a smart dummy too, which made it real easy to manipulate her.
Not a smart dummy child.
A smart dummy. She know everything. You know, when you first meet people and you see that the first impression about the people, it's like my first impression. What did we see of Kimmi? Kimmi was sitting up there acting like she was a marriage counselor and she knew everything, but she was the person on there who had been married the least. She had just been married a couple months, but she was coming on there doing all that talking.
Mm-hmm.
Her and
Mm-hmm.
Maurice sat up there and talked about everybody's business and sat up there and judged everybody. And that's all they ever had to talk about, similar to his brother. Seemed like him and his wife only can have a decent conversation when they or get excited when they talking about some mess in somebody else's business. They probably don't have any other conversations outside of that.
Mm.
Do y'all really know each other? Or is that how y'all communicate? It's just about other people to you and other people's business. Because that's all they ever gave.
Yeah.
I said, this here for her. I just see me. It's just too much for me. When Maurice sat up there and said that Kimmi has been through her own troubles with her, her cancer battle, and that he needs for her now, he's gonna need for her to stand in the gap for him. And I said, it ain't even been a year that lady done rang the bell. So what were you doing? Who was taking care of her? Because it took you a long time to kind of build a problem up. If you saying you sat at that table and said you got a problem that she probably can't help you with. So how long you been doing that? When were you helping your wife and taking care of your wife?
Mm.
And to sit up there and say that, how selfish of you. I'm just sick of him. And when she was going through the thing, what he said, she still need to roll over.
Roll over and suffer through it,
If you
child.
don't throw that man out the window, I would have had zero comment about it.
Yeah.
I would have told him when you interview Maurice, you could talk to him about it. That's his
But
business.
L'Oreal, to your point, remember when he said that, she tried to be his mouthpiece and come out and clean that up. You
She
remember?
always trying to stand up for him. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. She is a smart dumb. She look down on everybody else. She know everything. She's the marriage guru. At the same time, he just running her down through the mud. She just ain't found out about the side chicks yet in her deal. Cause I promise you they out there. I promise you they out there. It's just crazy. One day she gonna wake up and be like, "Oh my god, so shocked, girl." She just one of them people, and this what I'm saying. For her to even go through all that stuff with Jalen Daddy, it never resonates to her. She's very selfish. She cares nothing about no one else. She always had that pick me mentality of somebody else. Oh, that happened here. Oh, well. Martell's a good guy. Why is Martell a good guy? Cause he look good and smell good and helped you get your groceries out the car one time.
Mm-mm.
Girl, get it together. Such a pick me. She does not resonate with women. I don't even think she likes having conversations with women. Her body language is always defensive and dismissive. I just can't stand her. She was a nasty human being the first time I saw her on that TV. She was the first one on this show
Yep.
to bring up coleslaw.
Yep.
It was Kimmi.
It was her.
Believe these people with the first time they say some mess out their mouth. Same thing I feel like with Miss Nell. Miss Nell said at that table said that she was the original, what her and her husband was the original uh king and queen, basically of Huntsville.
Power
She
couple.
said,
Power couple. Did
yeah.
she say that?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
She makes little digs. That shows me your envy. You came on
And
this show to tell everybody you the real deal. This should have been your show.
mm-hmm.
Then they sit back and see how to maneuver. When they sit back and how to maneuver and they catch the flow and catch the room, then they know they turn how to be fake.
Mm-hmm. Be
So
fake or
I ain't
short
done none of
or,
same thing with
or
Sonny.
show the
First time
true
we saw Sonny, Sonny head came out with rah rah. That's who she is. Okay? And then she rah rah, then she read the room and she try to draw it back. I ain't studying none of them.
Mm-mm.
They done show who they was, they won. Just because they done learn how to be fake and say the right thing to you once or twice, oh, they cool. No, they ain't. They that same snake that walked in the front door on that ride talking about matching beans, this and this and that. Cause then nobody know about that. Kimmi the first one said that out her mouth.
She said it.
Yeah, we could bring up Tisha, but we all know Tisha is what? Copy and paste Tisha.
Ooh,
If she's
child.
saying something, she got it from somewhere. Kimmi the first one done that. I don't forget them heifers. So now we just seeing a little bit of your real reality, ma'am. That
Yeah.
roll over and still give it to me. That I'll be in at 4 a.m. I didn't tell him repeated times I'm like him come home late at night. Well, girl, do he ever come home? Do the sun before the sun be long? Golly.
A
Well, how
mess.
many seasons reunions was that? 2? Or
Yeah.
was that last reunion? And he's
Mm-hmm.
still doing it. The 4 a.m.s. We've been talking about 4 a.m. and party,
Yeah,
party,
that
party since the
shit.
beginning.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say 2 or 3 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The Credit One get-togethers.
Yeah. Yep.
Girl, it's late. I'm gonna let y'all go because y'all know every time she pop up, I pop up. Bye, Kimmi. Good night.
Ooh, child. Let me tell you something. L'Oreal, excuse me, has been consistent across the board with everything that she said tonight about everybody. And I love that. Even when it comes to Sunny, there's no dislike, when it comes to me. But L'Oreal been like my rider when it comes to that. We both stood on that as far as how that whole thing happened. But I am sick of Destiny. Don't get me wrong. Completely sick of her. And yeah, L'Oreal, you and Simply Beautiful both And Good Bad Apple. Now I can't even not say Good Bad Apple. You guys have been saying this about Kimmi from jump. And I just saw a stronger woman. Yeah, she was messy. She did bring up coleslaw first. Tisha reinforced it. We synced it in my Moses voice. But as far as a woman, she was a little stronger. And I'm not gonna say that it's because of what she went through with the big C. She lost herself before that for me. And yeah, it's like they beat her down.
And
it
I'm
was
even doubting that now.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I know a lot of you guys have, but I'm just going, child, it's tricky when you the content creator. It's tricky. And I would hope, God don't like ugly. I would hope anybody in their right mind will never come out and lie about something like that, But sometimes folks' actions make you start second guessing every damn thing. So I get it, but I do believe that she went through it. Plus, she got the port scar and all of that on her chest. So I think that she did go through it, But it's a damn shame. I'll say it again. Like Gigi said, I'm definitely waiting to see what this news is tomorrow. I don't think that he's going to be announcing that Mel is no longer on the show. He was sucking up just last week on her post after months. I think that's a please stay comment. But I do think that he's going to announce that the season, that they've been renewed again. So we'll see. We'll be over there. We're going to talk about it. Carlos, drop that shit so I can go ahead and on my lunch break come and talk about it. But Kimmi, I am very, very disappointed in what you admitted tonight. That's crazy. That could have enhanced her story. Sharing a common bond of going through something with exes. And to go through financial abuse and he's doing this so you could spend money and all of that. That's the same exact thing that Martell is doing, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But panel, I thought I was going to be able to swing it back around, but it is late. It is 11:42 p.m. Central Standard Time, 12:42 a.m. Eastern, and 9:42 Pacific. My butt feels like a cardboard. I've been sitting in my office from 5 a.m. Got up when I got off of work for a bit, but I knew I was going to be coming live after I finished that live. So I'm tired as well. But join me tomorrow. We will continue this discussion for midday power hour. Thank you to each and every one of you that joined the panel. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the Cutie crew. Shout out to the Cutie mods. Shout out to the replay gang yang. I may try to edit the beginning of this video. I don't know. I may leave this shit the way it is. But thank you guys for suffering through it, y'all, like Kimmi at the start of this live. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night. Good night, panel. Good night, Aunt Debbie. Thank you again, Good Bad Apple, for gifting the memberships. Lori L, I love to hear you and your laugh every time you click this link. And LaDawn, child, good night. LaDawn was here, but she's not. So thank you, guys. Have a good night, panel.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, chat. And to all of you,
Good night.
Good night. All of you cuties, Relly was in the building tonight. Stacy, Sassy Libra, Ruth, Lady Sweetness, Tennessee Girl, Eleanor, all of you guys. Sammy, Trouble was here. Irene, Teresa Wright, my sis Pink Diva, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm out of here. I was gonna say enjoy the rest of your night. For those of you that got a couple more minutes on this Monday, enjoy. Have a good night, and we'll be chatting tomorrow. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie.